Guess how much the tooth fairy pays out? You'll never believe it. But today you're going to find out, along with several other ways to help instill financial responsibility in your children. Our guest today is Deana Healy. She is a certified financial planner and also the vice president of financial planning and advice for Ameriprise Financial. She and her team are responsible for executing the overall financial advice strategy at Ameriprise, which enables the firm's more than 10,000 financial advisors to help clients meet their goals. She's going to talk about a research project that was just executed by Ameriprise called the Parents and Finances Research Project. It was conducted online by Artemis Strategy Group throughout the month of January 2025, with over 3,000 American parents that have at least one child, newborn to 30 years old. So I know you're going to get a lot of great information today. I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, this is Mary Jo Timlin from the Teaching Your Toddler Show. Today we have a great guest. Deana Healy is here to tell us about a new study of parents and finances, as well as a little bit about the tooth fairy. So, Deana, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about the study that you all did.
Thank you, Mary Jo, for having me. We asked 3,000 American parents who had kids from age newborn to 30 to get a sense of how they thought about their finances, both in the current state and future. And we really found that parents were feeling a tension between managing their day-to-day finances while they're thinking about their long-term financial goals. Good news, nearly all parents said they found joy and purpose in being a parent, but they said it was harder than they expected, either emotionally or financially.
Absolutely. And what were some of those challenges that they felt?
So parents, over a third of parents said they reported feeling the need to be the perfect parent. And that really, you found a sense of feeling parental guilt for wanting to give their kids the best that they could. Over 2/3 of parents reported that feeling of parental guilt, and that they found in the moment they might have made decisions to perhaps spend more on an experience or a gift than they really had intended. And they found that there was tension between wanting to do the best in the moment while continuing to make progress towards their future financial goals.
So with that tension, how do they sort of instill this financial responsibility in their children?
Well, you mentioned the tooth fairy earlier.
Mhm.
We found that nearly all parents enlisted the support of the tooth fairy. And in fact, the tooth fairy on average brings $5 per tooth. And so that's just a small example where parents can help kids start to make decisions about money. Because as a child, if you have $5, you could choose to spend that today on a candy bar or a Pokemon card, but you also might want to save that and save that up for something in the future that you might want to buy. And so that's an example where a child is learning at a young age that they can make trade-offs or make decisions in the current moment versus delaying gratification perhaps for a future goal or for future purchase. We
Right.
also found that many parents are giving children an allowance, so 55%, and many parents are paying children for things like achievements or grades, babysitting, athletic achievements, or even acts of kindness. So there again, those are opportunities for parents to help their kids practice making good financial decisions.
That's really interesting about the allowance. I hadn't heard that about good works. That's a pretty cool and a benevolent way to teach your kid about money for sure.
Yeah.
Are there ways that parents kind of role model or can do well themselves to show children what to do with their money?
Yeah, one of the biggest tips I would call out, first of all, is having open and honest conversations about money in your family with your kids. There are age appropriate ways you can do that to talk to kids about money, what money means for you, for your family. That's a great way to instill financial values that are important to you to help your children see it's okay to talk about money. I think the second piece that I would highlight is taking time and finding a financial advisor to sit down with. As a certified financial planner myself, that is to me one of the biggest steps you can take to sit down, understand what your goals and values are. How do you want to set aside money? And then putting a financial plan in place that can help you make good decisions over the long term.
Are there parents who involve their children in conversations with you ever?
They do, in fact, and I think that's a great step. The parents in our study reported 55% had already introduced their kids to their advisor. I think that's a great way, first of all, for kids to start to understand what kind of decisions you may need to make as an adult. One of the best practices I've seen advisors opening up time, say setting aside, say 20 minutes to talk with the children of their clients. Ask me anything, because when you're a new young adult and you have your first job, you have a lot of financial decisions to make. So it may be, how do I set aside money for taxes? How do I start saving into my 401k, and how to allocate it? And an advisor can start to help you make those great decisions early on in your adult life.
Oh, those are great. That's really good to have parents kind of bring them in as they're doing their own thing too. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, thank you so much. Anything else from the study that we should know?
I think if I had to sum it up in one piece, is to remember to have open and honest conversations, and enlist the help of an advisor to help you make great decisions today for your future.
Excellent, Deana. Where can we go to find out more information?
Certainly, you can go to ameriprise.com/parents to find tips and ideas to raise financially savvy kids.
Excellent. We'll make sure that those links are in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
This has been the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Mary Jo Tinlin. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed today's show, please leave a 5-star review or a thumbs up so we can reach more parents like you. To be notified when new shows post, please subscribe by sending an email to subscribe@teachingyourtoddler. For more expert interviews, fun activities, and storytime podcasts, please visit our website at teachingyourtoddler.com. All of our shows are also posted as videos as well on our YouTube channel at Mary Jo Tinlin. Find us on Facebook at Teaching Your Toddler, X at Teaching Toddler, Instagram at Teaching Your Toddler, and make sure you check out our past shows. We have so many diverse topics. There's most likely more shows that you will enjoy. Thanks for joining us, and come back and see us again real soon.